Hey guys, this is Hot Noob here. I'm going to be going over a game called MineCraft. It's not very strong graphics wise. Most of its strength in the game comes from the amounts of customization. Well, not even that, just that you can build it. It's pretty much the ideal game for any person. The downside is that performance wise, this game is a computer resource hog. It uses a lot more than what should be required. The upside to the game is that it's pretty customizational. You can customize it quite a bit. What makes this game so good and addictive, like you've heard from many other people, is because you can pretty much just build anything. It's not as complex as The Sims, but you can do quite a bit with it. All it really is just a bunch of different blocks that you add. There isn't really much to it. It's just quite addictive. This would be what I consider to be an ideal goal for a game programmer. A good example of how someone used customizability to make it good, even though the graphics are quite bad. This is a Java-based game, so performance-wise, again, it's not going to be overly great. But as you can see, you can make your own mine like I've done here. It's pretty big, and I'm lagging quite a bit. Just going to change the options here to try and improve it. Okay, hopefully this fixes it a bit. One of the downsides of this game is the monsters in it. They sometimes will, well, they freak me out anyway. But one of the downsides is that they'll randomly appear in your buildings, like even if you close them off from the outside or whatever, which I don't really like. Right? I like to have a safe little spot, or I'd like to be able to make a safe little spot where I can mine, do whatever, without having the monsters interfere all the time. So as you can see, all these little holes come from those ones that just suicide on you and blow up. So you can create stuff, store things. I'm just going to create a cart here. A mine cart. I'm going to use this to go down my roller coaster thing that I made for my mine. And I'm just going to take this with me. Come here. Yeah. There you go. That's one of the stupid things or good things or whatever. So you can actually just mine or whatever do with any of these things, which is quite good. One of the problems with the game is the number of glitches. There are quite a few. For example, you can find yourself going through objects under certain conditions, or when you stand up from a minecart into a room or a place like that's this high, and it'll pretty much just kill you if you can't get out of it easily. I don't even know why I'm going that way. These here are tracks. You make them with 6 iron ore and 1 stick. And you can make ladders and whatever. One of the things that is sort of disappointing is that there's a limit to how far you can mine down or how high you can build up. I think it would be much better if that limit wasn't there. And you see these tracks, how I have to jump up. it would be better and more realistic if I could just walk up the tracks instead of having to jump up all the time. Before I had stairs, and that's another issue. You can't place tracks on these stairs. Another thing is that when you die, you lose everything. You don't even have a body remaining, so you can't go back and pick up your items. It would be much better, this game would be much better if you could go back and pick up your own items and stuff. But like I said, strong points are in that you build your own building and whatever. Mine your trees, or whatever you want. Another downside is you can't really control how long a day is. I think it would be much better if you could, at the beginning or whatever, just set it so you make days like an hour long or whatever. So this is a great part. As you can see, it sort of looks like real world from far away. It's one of the whole block things. The reason for the low quality graphics, though, in one of my guesses or opinions or whatever, I think it's because it's just the theme of the game for everything to be in blocks, sort of like Lego. Another downside is that although there are quite a few objects, there aren't really enough that you can make. Like when you start to make electronics and stuff like that, there's only actually very, very few of them that you can make. One of which I'd be interested in for them to add to this game is a flashlight, as you're just putting up sticks and so on all the time. So it's nighttime right now, and I'm not going to wait at all, so I'm gonna go down. It's a bit dizzy. Right, and I can't get up here now because there's a bug, so I have to wait for it to go back here. Probably should have fixed that before this. So yeah, for a lot of the objects, you just destroy them and it goes back into your inventory. This is the second part. So yeah, I just try to make like a crazy ass mine or something. Took me actually quite a few hours to do. I'm gonna hope that no monsters show up this time to kill me while I'm going for this. It's another thing. With the cart, you can still be like killed, or a monster shoots you and your cart gets destroyed so easily. Like 2 hits and you find yourself no longer moving. There are also some ores that you can mine. Again, I think it's pretty limited with it. I'd prefer it to be a bit more realistic, so you could make iron and whatever, steel, rather than only being able to make steel, which is actually making iron, because if you use coal to make your I mean, it's actually making steel because you're using coal. So as you can see, there's lava, there's those red rock things. Those are used for making electronics. You can make traps and trapdoors using them. You can give me some. Oh crap! I can't get up. Oh, here we go. I can get up here without killing myself. Oops. Gonna give myself a little push here. There we go. And some monster blew up the track here. So that's pretty much it to this game. There's not much to it. It's really just all about creating something. But in my opinion, you might as well just play The Sims. This does feel a bit more hands-on when you create it, but uh, you know, you might as well be playing The Sims. Or what they probably should do for The Sims is make a first-person version of this game, so you can actually play The Sims as a sim. Probably already got something like that or so, whatever. Anyway, this is Hot Noob, and I'll see you guys later.